Ladies and gentlemen, it is a snowy Saturday evening here in Wheaton, Illinois, and welcome to King Arena for some Wheaton Thunder ladies basketball. I'm Parker Rogers, joined by Xavier Jones, and we have an exciting game tonight between your Wheaton Thunder and the Carroll Pioneers. Carroll won the first game of this matchup this year 4 weeks ago in Waukesha. Earlier this week, Wheaton's Annika Richardson surpassed the 1,000 point mark in her career, and we have a very exciting game. Xavier, what do you have in store for the game tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. The name of the game is going to be, can Wheaton defend Carroll's high-powered offense? The Pioneers have the conference's two leading scorers in Rangel and in Grisha, so the Thunder are going to have to sit down and guard if they want to win tonight.
Carroll starts with the ball. There seems to be a foul on the court. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Maybe Derek can clue us in, but I'm not too sure what we have here. So Carroll starts with the ball. The shot, no good. It's Cato with the ball on Wheaton's side of the court. Cato dishes to Oliver. Oliver to Faberowski. Faberowski to Richardson. Richardson looking. Decides to take it herself. Dishes out to Kaiser. Rotating around, good ball movement. The shot by Faberowski, wide open. String music, hammers down a three.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Beautiful first two possessions from Wheaton on the defensive end, helping out, making sure Rangel doesn't get an open shot, and then working it around the horn. Faberowski with their feet set, getting that thing to fall through.
Good ball movement there by the Pioneers. The shot by Weisner is no good. Faberowski will take the ball up the court. Richardson with the ball at the top of the key. Surveys, dishes to Faberowski. Faberowski looking at the ISO. Call the offensive foul on the floor. Or on the shot there.
Yeah, clear offensive foul there, an extension of that left arm. Great defense from Barger there, staying patient, moving her feet, and beating Faberowski to the spot.
Good defense there by the Thunder, poking the ball away. That's Weisner recovering the ball. People calling for a backcourt, but no go. Rangel with the ball. Surveying around, dishes to Weisner. Weisner back to Rangel. Rangel dishes a contested three. No good. Rebound by Cato. Kate Oliver will take the ball up the court. Wheaton is coming off a 79-67 win against Elmhurst, led by Annika Richardson's impressive 36-point performance. Something of note there, the Richardson siblings combined for 89 total points this past week.
Yeah, and there it is, right on cue. Beautiful shot there at the top of the key. Both of these teams, their last losses came at the hands of the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. Carroll just a few nights ago on Wednesday, and Wheaton 3 games ago prior to tonight. So both of these teams still trying to build some momentum as we get into the stages of February.
Yeah, as we're edging closer to the conference tournament, looked like that was Rangel on the score there for the Pioneers, getting them on the board. But just going back to that, Illinois Wesleyan's the #2 ranked team in the country, obviously a very tough opponent. I would like to mention, Carroll did put up a good game against them this past Wednesday. It was hard fought. I believe it was a 6-point loss.
Yeah, 6-point loss, and you know, Game of basketball is super close, but
the shot by Kaiser there, no good. Weisner with the rebound. And the shot there, no good. I believe that was Grecius. Grecius led the pack for the Pioneers in their last game with 25 points. Rangel was close behind with 22 points.
Yeah, you've seen Rangel's aggressiveness so far here early. She's got the most shot attempts on the team right now. And then obviously Grecius is going to be a problem in the paint. Carroll's going to try to get her some open looks up underneath the rim.
That's Weisner with a three. Great shot selection there by the Pioneers. Ball movement was on point, freeing up Weisner for that three-pointer.
Yeah, Emily Wisner, she is on the floor to shoot.
Wisner, my bad.
Yeah.
You know, we have these pronunciation guides for a reason. Cato with the three ball. String music again. Cato hammers down a three.
Yeah, and just like Wisner is on the floor to create three-point opportunities, so is Cato. She can be absolutely lethal when she gets her feet set. She was able to do that there and knock it down.
Something to note about the Pioneer offense. They're a very aggressive team. Last game they had 42 points in the paint. Look for them to try to get hot early in the paint. An air ball there by Rangel. She knows it too. Good board by Oliver. Oliver passes to Cato. Cato takes the ball up the court. Surveys, dishes inside to Fabrowski, cutting down the middle. Fabrowski surveys. Dishes to Oliver on the outside. Oliver takes it. Dishes to Cato. Cato's got the hot hand right now. Let's see if she continues. An arid pass there. Intercepted, but another arid pass. Rangel corrals it. I guess you could say she wrangled that one. We have Wisner. Dishes to Barger. Oh, Oliver with the steal there. Takes it down the court. See if she takes it all the way. Shot is no good. Grecius gets the rebound there. Dishes to Kratz. We have Rangel with the ball. See what they have dialed in. Looks like we're getting ready for some subs coming in here at the next timeout. The next opportunity, and Rangel with the three ball. Contested and no good. Fabrowski gets the rebound.
Yeah, another contested shot there from Wheaton. They're doing a really good job of staying in front and forcing some really tough shots for the Pioneers.
Shot off the cue by Richardson. A little too much air on that one.
There's a throwaway there.
It looks like Wisner just misjudged. Her depth perception wasn't great there. Couldn't necessarily triangulate where she was trying to throw that one.
Yeah, it's tough when you're trying to make that entry pass inside. Also, we have a timeout for stoppage of play officially, but you know, you kind of expect your big man or your big woman in this case to kind of get some separation, right, to move away from the defender as well. Looked like there was some miscommunication there, but I think so far in this game, Wheaton has done a really good job of defending. There's a lot that Carroll hasn't been able to do as efficiently, and obviously on the offensive end, you see right there, get some really good shots on the offensive end.
Yeah, we're not seeing them get down into the paint early on like we might have expected. There's a lot of ball left to play, all right? We're barely into this first period, all right? So they got to find their identity. They got to, get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. We're looking for Rangel to really get heated up. Rangel was named the CCIW Women's Basketball Student Athlete of the Week on Monday, and she was also named to the D3 Hoops National Team of the Week for her performances in the Pioneers' last two wins. She led all conference players in scoring. Well, she leads all conference players in scoring this season, with Grecius second on the list. So this is a very high-powered Carroll offense. Look for them to try to get heated up a little quicker here. Wheaton will inbound the ball.
Yeah, Carroll going with a smaller lineup with Halverson, with Nielsen, with Locher, and with Pascal. So we'll see if that helps any.
Oliver with the shot attempt there, no good. Looks like the foul will be called on the shot. Oliver will go to the line for two. Oliver shoots 77% from the line. Nails her first attempt. Nails her second attempt, pushing this lead to 6. Rangel with the ball coming up the court. See what the Pioneers will turn to here. That's Paulskill. Looks like Halverson with the shot, no good. Rebound by Oliver. See what Oliver has dialed up here. Coming down the court. Alexis Martin checking into the game. Gets the ball.
Yeah, her and Trumbuck checking into the game. Trumbuck actually was defending Rangel on that last possession, creating some defensive pushback.
And a good bucket there by Richardson.
A beautiful pass inside. Those entry passes are a lot harder than what they look. Very accurate pass to the open hand of Annika Richardson, and she's able to put it home.
You know, really it's all the small things that make the difference. And the shot there by Halverson, contested by Oliver, goes in. Both teams battling here early. Faborowski. Looks like Carroll's going with a more aggressive approach on the front end of the court. That's Rangel with the ball, driving all the way down the key. They'll call Richardson for the foul on the shot.
Yeah, 100%, and that's the kind of result that they want to get right there, get a turnover and get a scoring opportunity. But yeah, Wheaton with a smaller lineup, and Carroll made some substitutions. Rangel, the only starter that's left on the floor right now for the Pioneers.
Well, she's their best player. You want to keep your best player on the court
100%.
Whenever you can. Rangel nails the first free throw. She shot 69% on the season. Very nice. See what she does on her second shot. Nails the second shot, pushing this lead all the way down to 4 points. Good, Rick. Martin with the ball from the inbound. The Pioneers going with this full court press. Kaiser with the ball. Passes to Faborowski. Faborowski looking. Decides to take it on her own. Stops and dishes. That's Jenna Hunter who's checked in the game. Hunter down the middle, inside. Shot is no good. Good defense by the Pioneers. Halverson takes the ball up the court. Dishes to Rangel. Rangel surveys, dishes inside to Nielsen. Nielsen dishes to the outside, and Loker wide open for the three. Cuts this lead down to 1.
Yeah, watching her shoot in warm-ups was a sight to see. She's a sharp shooter by every stretch of the imagination, and she knocks that one down.
Martin with her own attempt. Bang, bang! From downtown.
Yeah, just checking in at the last break, and not the greatest three-point shooter, but she can step up and hit it when she needs to, and she was able to do that there. We've got some threes raining down here tonight.
They said it was snowing. I didn't know it was snowing threes in here. And a good shot there by Loker, responding to the Wheaton offense. Carroll still going with this full court press. We see teams struggle sometimes with the full court press. Hey, and there you go, right there as Paulskill takes it away. Shot's no good. Rebound by Loker. They'll call it travel.
Yeah, Wheaton unfortunately has not done the best job of taking care of the basketball against a full court press, and that's why Kate Oliver's back in the game now. She can bring the ball up, make good decisions.
I mean, just look at that pass right there. Hunter rims in and out. Didn't like the look on that one. Paulskill takes the ball. Actually, Loker takes the ball. Dishes out to Paulskill. Paulskill surveys. Rangel with the ball. Dishes inside. Off the fingertips of Paulskill. See what we can get going here. See if Wheaton can dissect this full court press. Trumbach trying to corral that ball. Trumbach, the sophomore out of New Orleans.
New Orleans, baby, New Orleans.
Say what's up, baby? Obviously, Super Bowl there tomorrow. Oliver with the steal there. Oh, and the foul on the shot. Oliver will go back to the line for 2.
Yeah, as a basketball player, you're always taught to get that inside hand in the passing lane. Kate Oliver's hand was in the right place at the right time, able to get out on the break and get to the foul line.
Gets her first free throw there. Oliver seems to do that a lot. That's something that she does really well, and we really enjoy seeing her force these turnovers and create all this ruckus.
Yeah, we talk about her offensive ability a lot, but she's a very well-rounded player. That's why she plays so much. That's why she is such an effective player. But she knows how to impact the game offensively and defensively as we get a backcourt violation.
See the replay here. Just an arid pass. Paul Skill couldn't wrangle it in time. Yeah,
definitely a judgment call. You love it if you're a Wheaton fan, hate it if you're a Carroll fan. That's just kind of how it goes, and we've seen it a few times already. But being accurate with your passes is something that is extremely important, and in a tight game like this, you got to be able to condense possessions, not turn the ball over and create them yourself.
The pass by Martin there looked like a good option to Hunter. Let's take a look at the replay. Martin looks to take it down low. Eyes an open Hunter. Just a little too strong in that pass. Hunter wasn't able to corral it.
Yeah, and Paul Skill with some really good awareness to drop down, because if she hadn't, it would have just been an easy 2 points. So defensive rotation there, saving some points here, but still 4 seconds left.
Martin needs to get the ball in. Fakes the shot, goes up with it. No good, bounces off. At the end of the first quarter, Wheaton leads 18-14 against the Carroll Pioneers. Xavier, what have you liked so far from both of these teams in this game?
I think, one, defensively for both of these teams, they've done a really good job. Wheaton staying in front of Carroll, boxing out really well, creating some tough shots, but also Carroll going with the smaller lineup, getting up in their grill a little bit, creating turnovers. Obviously they have to convert, which they haven't done a great job of, but they've created turnovers, they've generated a lot of extra scoring chances for themselves through the press. So we'll see how that affects the game moving forward.
This game is pretty balanced right now on turnovers. Carroll having 6 turnovers themselves, but forcing 5 on Wheaton's pretty balanced. Now, obviously, Wheaton does, in this game, average more turnovers per game with 17.5. So we'll round that out to an even 18, if we're thinking about doing our math correctly there. So the start of the second quarter coming up here. Wheaton returns with their original starting lineup of Cato, Faborowski, Oliver, Kaiser, and Richardson. See what they have dialed up. Cato will inbound the ball. That's Faborowski who gets it. Cato with the ball at the top of the key. Dishes to Kaiser. Kaiser looking to Oliver. Oliver looking inside. Dishes outside to Faborowski. Wheaton trying to find an open lane to shoot here. Richardson with the ball. Looks like she'll go inside.
Looks like they got Wisner there on a bit of a hand check. Maybe a little ticky-tack, but
hey, maybe a little bit, but who are we to argue with Johnny over there? He's the ref for a reason. Oliver with a cross-court pass to Richardson, raining down. 3 ball by Richardson.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play. When players on the court can move when they don't have the basketball, something special to watch. You're going to get open shots. That's what happened there. Freed up Annika Richardson.
Looks like there's a foul on Keisner there. That was Barger with the attempt. Barger, yep. Barger.
All right.
Barger knocks down her first attempt. She shot decently from the line. But there she goes on the steal. Wow, no, wide open. Halverson swoops in. Doesn't convert, though.
That's been the theme for Carroll. They've been heating Wheaton up, getting some really good turnovers and some good opportunities. Just can't quite finish.
Yeah, they seem to have a problem finishing, not being able to do so on a consistent basis. A little bit of rigmarole there, back and forth. Kate Oliver will go back to the line for a third time. Oliver getting her fair share of opportunities for free throws. Reminds me of last season. I got to call a game where Annie Tate set the NCAA record for free throws made in a game. Very cool to have that associated with your name and associated with your school on all levels. Oliver misses her second free throw. Barger collected the rebound. That's Rangel taking it up the court. No good. Rebound by Richardson. So Oliver will take the ball up the court now for the Thunder. Oliver surveying, looking to take it on her own. This is to Cato. Cato with a long two. Cato's shots have just been beautiful tonight. She's finding her stride here, getting really good at her shot selection.
100%. And when she's in a rhythm, she's really hard to stop. Looked like there was a foul there.
Go to the replay here.
We'll go to the replay. Looked like there was two hands on that basketball.
We didn't get the jump ball call. Derek didn't want to give it, but that's all right. So a three ball by Wisner, no good. Oliver tried to corral it, couldn't get it, stepped out of bounds. It'll be Carroll possession. Harkening back to that comment made earlier about the Super Bowl. Now, obviously, it's a big game. We got two big teams going. Xavier, got to ask, Chiefs or Eagles tomorrow?
As much as I would love to put my money on the Eagles, I just can't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
He's got the hot hand right now.
As bad as I want them to lose, they're probably going to win it tomorrow.
Mahomes has the hot hand. And speaking of hot hands, Wheaton gets the ball back. Cato with the ball. Surveys. So she's inside to Richardson. Richardson out to Oliver. Oliver corrals that one. She's looking inside. Where will she go? Puts the shot up. Oh, but Cato, no good. They might have gotten an over the back there. Let's go to the replay.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Barger matches up with
I think they got that there on Faberowski. I'm not entirely sure, though. So Rangel takes the ball down the court, dishes it to Barger. Barger dishes it to Rangel. Rangel looking inside. That'll be Kratz. Kratz shot no good. Trumbach gets the rebound, dishes to Oliver.
Trumbach with a great defensive possession there, staying tall, creating a super hard contest without fouling, and then the hustle to get the ball.
Kaiser with a three, no good. Richardson will get the rebound. Oliver with a corner three from downtown. Oliver bangs it home. And Coach Schultz will call a timeout from the Pioneer bench. The Thunder are definitely heating up here, leading 26-15, an 11-point lead, almost halfway through the second quarter here in King Arena. Obviously, we're liking what we see so far. Wheaton taking a good shot selection, kind of balanced, but Carroll not getting the push that we had hoped for down in the paint.
Yeah. Well, one, Wheaton is shooting exceptionally well right now. 8 for 20 from the field, 5 for 8 from three-point range, in comparison to to 5 for 19 and 2 from 7 from three-point from Carroll. But Wheaton is doing a really good job of creating good shots and getting open looks. We've seen the ladies on the three-point line completely uncontested, getting open looks, getting their feet set, getting their feet underneath them. So we'll see how that goes. Carroll really doesn't have an answer for Wheaton's offense right now, and they're struggling to create some offense on their own as well.
You can't leave the playmakers open like Carroll's been doing. They've been allowing Wheaton to get some pretty easy shots off. Wheaton's ball movement has just been really good tonight. That's Halverson who takes it underneath, gets it down. Kaiser will inbound. Carroll going back to this full court press, trying to apply some pressure to Wheaton. It worked last time, but we're looking for the ball movement from Wheaton. That's Cato with the ball. Cato dishes to Kaiser. Kaiser looks back to Cato. Cato drains it from 3, no good, a little too heavy. Richardson will take a long 2, and she gets it to go. Richardson now with 9 points, leads all scorers. Rangel takes the ball, dishes to Wisner. Wisner to Barger. Looks like there's a foul. Looks like that was on Barger. Couldn't entirely see it, but Stripes called it, so it was there.
We'll go with it.
Oliver with the ball. Ooh, dishes inside. Looks like that was through the legs of Richardson. Did somebody say nutmeg?
Yeah, a little too much mustard on that hot dog, and that's what happens when you're getting out and playing against the press. Sometimes you can lose track of how hard you're throwing a pass. You see Grecius down low here.
What's the call here?
Looks like they're going to call a jump ball. Wheaton has done a great job on keeping Grecius under wraps.
They're keeping her in check. I think that might have been a primary source for Coach Madsen. Hey, look, we have the top 2 scorers in the CCIW coming into King Arena. We lost to these guys before. Here's our keys to success.
Absolutely, and they have, every time she's touched the ball, there's a shot there from the elbow from Rangel. But every time that Grecius has touched the ball, she's got 3 white jerseys around her. So
a good drive inside by Kaiser. She put some mustard on that one, as you like to say, Xavier. Hey, but somebody's got to do it. And another foul. An animated call there by Johnny.
Yeah, it looks like another illegal screen, maybe. A little extracurricular there in setting her feet, or setting her feet late, rather.
Yep.
Maybe a little lean that the ref saw there, but.
Get that lean double cross right there. Cato with the ball. Cato dishes to Oliver. Oliver backing her way into the paint, dishes to a wide open Kaiser. Kaiser shot a little too strong. Ooh, she dishes to Grecius. And Grecius drains the layup.
Yeah, not too often do you see the big on the court leading the rush for a fast break opportunity. You saw it there, and she was able to finish, get her first points of the game.
She led the rush there. The shot by Kaiser, no good. Some would call that, back in my day, some would call that cherry picking, but I think she was just fast enough to get down there. Oh, Grecius with a 3 from downtown. Grecius is heating up.
Yeah, that was a few steps back from the three-point line there. A little bit of a heat check maybe, as there's another turnover from Oliver.
But Grecius heating up.
Yeah.
She's getting a little bit of pyroclastic flow there. Heating up on those long balls. So Carroll with the ball. That's Halverson. Dishes to Loker. Grecius with the ball. She'll take a long 2. Heat check time, no good, but they get the rebound. Halverson dishes, no good. But Halverson gets the ball again off the rebound by Grecius. We'll call that one a pass right there. Rangel doing her best James Harden impression, no good. Actually, that one looked a little like the old Alonzo ball, but shot's no good. Hunter with the pass to Richardson. Richardson going inside. Doesn't get the and one.
Yeah, crazy sequence of events on the left side of the screen as Carroll had quite a few opportunities to get points up, and then coming back, some miscommunication on the fast break constitutes a foul and two shots at the stripe.
Richardson has shot fairly well from the stripe as she nails her first one. She shot 68% on the season. It's all quiet on the Western Front for her shots. Or should I say all quiet on the Midwestern Front out here in lovely Wheaton, Illinois. So the lead is 8 as Rangel takes the ball down the court. Grecius, a contested 3! It's a sweet symphony of strings right there. Wow. Grecius is heating up. But Richardson, nice little ball movement there. Little pitter-patter back and forth.
Yeah, that's teach tape of how to break the press. You get the ball in. You get the ball to the middle of the floor before you can get trapped and pick your dribble up. And then creating an opportunity for a good shot.
Oh my goodness gracious! Another 3-ball!
I mean, just out of nowhere. And at this point, how do you leave her open? But it seems as if all that she needed was that layup. And ever since then, she hasn't looked back.
As the man from the 6 once said, she's going back to back on those threes. My goodness.
Back to back to back, actually.
Actually.
Crazy. Threefold.
The triune path, some would say. Cato with the ball. Shot clock running down. Cato, no good on the 3-ball. But the lead has been now cut to 4. Interesting final 2 minutes we have at hand. And Xavier, as you are so fond of saying, I know myself and some of our other broadcasters, Aiden Kong included, love to quote you, Xavier. Basketball is a game of runs. And it seems that Carroll has picked up on a run of their own.
Yeah, 100%. And all it takes is one bucket, one defensive stop, and things can change and the tides can turn. But the great thing about great basketball teams is they figure out a way to generate runs and also how they can stop runs effectively. So we'll see how that continues to go. Carroll definitely on a run right now.
They most definitely are. Rangel pokes the ball out of bounds. Possession will maintain with Wheaton. Looks like Fabrowski is going to inbound the ball. Fabrowski to Richardson. Richardson to Kaiser. Kaiser surveying. This is Fabrowski to Richardson. The basket there, not so easy, but exactly what Richardson was looking for.
Yeah, 100%. And she's already got 15 points on the night.
But Grecius is storming. She's got 11. Don't let her get the ball. The shot by Petalburg. Sorry,
yeah, we haven't
a little
seen
tongue-tied there.
100%, but haven't seen her. She comes in just recently, actually, as there's a foul there. That'll actually send Rangel to the line, I believe.
Little 1-and-1 action. That was on Richardson, I believe. But, hey, good sportsmanship there, picking her back up. Like we said earlier, Rangel will go to the line. She's been decent. Shot 69% from the line. And she nails her first. She'll go back for seconds. You know, I usually find myself going back for seconds at times, especially on those good meals.
I agree. Is it really good enough if you're only getting one plate, you know?
You know, I really don't think it is.
It's another turnover and another good bucket
Looks like Rangel in that one. Rangel looked a little banged up. Looks like she may have twisted her ankle a little bit, but hey, it's not slowing her down. Oh, Oliver with the hard basket. She had the forceful throw by Faborowski there, but manages it well and puts it up.
Yeah, I thought that pass was going to go over her head, but she does a great job of corralling it and then also taking her time to get the ball back up.
Loker with the ball, looking for an opening. Passes to Grecius. Every time she has the ball in her hands, I say, goodness gracious, hey, but that's a bad pass there. Faborowski gets it. 4 seconds left. Oh, Oliver, come on. There she goes, and time expires. Wheaton will go into halftime leading 40-36. A very eventful first half. We saw a game of runs there. Carroll picking up stride closer to the end of the second quarter there. But Wheaton maintains the lead as they have all game so far. Grecius picking up closer towards the half. Xavier, what did you like towards the conclusion of halftime?
Well, I mean, obviously Carroll really coming back, storming back on a run, but also if you're Wheaton, that's how you want to end the run, go into halftime with some momentum.
Definitely. Well, we'll stick around after these messages from Wheaton College. We'll be back after halftime.
I would say be bold. There's a lot of people here on campus who want to enter into a relationship with you. So many programs and things to get involved with, but get involved and be bold in that. And also just be unashamed of who you are. Wheaton, there is no perfect Wheaton student. Rather, we're just a bunch of broken, sinful people who are just in pursuit of a perfect God. Orientation committee, and then also, of course, transfer orientation committee if you're a transfer. These are people who have been praying for you and are making so many invitations to enter into a relationship with you in that first month being at campus. So I would just say respond to those invitations, and that goes for OC members as well as the faculty and staff that surround them. I'd say the biggest challenge was how lonely it was. When you first step onto campus, you don't have all the friends that you're gonna have. And so it took time to just learn how to make friends again. One of the best pieces of advice I had was to introduce myself to my professors as a transfer, and I was surprised just by how many emails I had from professors just making themselves known. So this is a campus where you're so known and loved.
Welcome to the Armerding Center for Music and the Arts at Wheaton College. This beautiful new facility located in the center of our campus is a testament to artistic potential of every person, each one with imagination, creativity, and artistic impulse in the image of God. Home to the Wheaton College Conservatory of Music and Community School of the Arts, this space is not just a building. It's a virtual symphony of possibilities. Designed with acoustical excellence in every room, the Armerding Center is a haven for music study and performance. The Armerding Center hosts vibrant performance spaces, including the recital and concert halls, where the music comes to life again and again. These spaces host performance, worship, and study at Wheaton, in which every note, every melody resonates with a higher purpose, creating immersive experiences which transcend the sounds themselves. These venues, together with the Grand Edmund Chapel, provide opportunities to experience the sacred truths of music and the God who initiated music in the first place. Step into this thriving hub of creativity and community. Every week, the Armerding Center pulsates with energy, offering a kaleidoscope of events, faculty and student recitals, ensemble concerts, visiting artists' performances, and masterclasses. But amidst the excitement, there is deep focus. Our state-of-the-art practice rooms, classrooms, and performance spaces are not just physical structures, but evidence of the college's commitment to acoustic engineering and aesthetic beauty. Over 40 practice rooms, a choral rehearsal room, and numerous classrooms underscore our dedication to the arts and the artists. Our students and faculty now revel in spaces with proper climate control, sound isolation, and ample storage. No longer scattered across 6 different buildings, the Conservatory of Music has found its unified home, a building named in honor of the esteemed Hudson T. Armerding, class of '41, former president of Wheaton College. We are delighted to share with you the Armerding Center. This space supports, encourages, and creates new pathways for artistic engagement. The building is much more than bricks and mortar. It is a symbol of the college's enduring commitment to excellence and the thriving creative community that calls it home. We are eager to share this magnificent building with you, our students, faculty, and our community for generations to come. The Armerding Center for Music and the Arts provides endless artistic possibilities for the enduring power of music to inspire, uplift, and unite us all.
think one of the fun things about deciding where to go to college is that all of your peers are in kind of the same place. Remember, other people have done this, other people have gone before me and will come after me and are going through it with me now, but it's not as isolating as it may feel. I didn't really know what I was looking for at first. It started with me just scrolling through website after website of colleges I knew I wanted something that was medium-sized. I knew that I wanted a strong natural sciences department. I knew that I wanted to be challenged academically inside the classroom, but I also didn't want life to stop in the classroom. I'm grateful that I was able to visit as many schools as I did. A large part of my decision to attend Wheaton was influenced by my campus visit. What instantly stood out to me was that everyone on campus was smiling. I felt welcomed, I felt appreciated, seen, and wanted. And so the application process itself was really joy-filled. The decision process was quite a different story. I got the decisions and acceptances and rejections back, and rejections stung. I became very stressed. I started to question, do I want to keep going to school? Do I want to go far? Do I want to come closer to home? And that's where I really started to ask, okay, what are the options remaining before me? And Wheaton was again at the top. I started to work with Ellen, my admissions counselor. I just worked with her really closely and had several hour-long phone calls, just talking through what does a Wheaton education look like, what is the value of a Wheaton education, and got to have personal conversations and interactions. So even during a time that was really stressful, I felt valued and seen as a whole person rather than just a GPA and test scores.
What does it mean to truly be a community for Christ and his kingdom?
Human communities throughout the centuries have made agreements with one another on how they are going to live.
Faith should not be compartmentalized. It should shape and enrich every aspect of life.
People are coming here to be shaped and formed for life.
All three of the statements, the statement of faith, the community covenant, the diversity commitment, are really ways of fleshing out our nice, succinct model for Christ and his kingdom.
These commitments make Wheaton a place of depth and layers.
Faculty, staff, and students, we all try to follow Christ.
It's a place that really develops the heart, mind, body, and soul.
And it's not about rules, it's about how we show love to one another.
They're not meant to just be these words on a page that sound really good to say, but honestly, like, help us to try to live out those things daily. I see it as like an attempt to marry what we do and say.
The mission of Wheaton College is to serve Jesus Christ and advance his kingdom through excellence in liberal arts education. That mission is empowered by the enduring commitments that we make and keep. Our statement of faith, that's what we believe, our commitment to biblical evangelical orthodoxy. Our community covenant, those are promises we make to one another and to God about the way we're going to live in Christian community. And also our Christ-centered diversity commitment, how we express beautiful diversity within the body of Christ, pursuing Christian unity. Those commitments make Wheaton a very special place, a place we hope that God is calling you to join.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to King Arena for the second half of play. We've got a good one so far, folks. Wheaton leads Carroll 40-36. Reminder, Carroll is tied for first in the CCIW. We've had a strong first half from both teams. Annika Richardson leading the pack in scoring with 15, continuing her hot streak. Xavier, what are you looking for in the second half?
Yeah, it was a really good first half from both of these teams, but really from Wheaton. Wheaton playing really well. Carroll not playing to the level of standard that they're used to, but they've, in a sense, weathered the storm, if you will. Only down by 4. We'll see how this second half plays out as there's a turnover to start the first possession.
Ooh, Wisner whizzes home a 3.
Yeah, you can't draw it up any better than that. You get a turnover on your first defensive possession and then a wide open 3 ball that goes down on your first offensive possession. Beautiful shot from Wisner. She gets that one to fall.
Let's see what Wheaton has out. Faberowski will try her hand at the 3 ball. No good. Rebound by Barger. Barger's pass to Rangel. A little tepid. Hey, but Gracious greases the cylinder.
Yeah, and that's something that Carroll was really missing on the offensive end in the first half. Gracious down low, having a presence in the paint. They get her an early bucket to start this second half.
Kaiser's 3 is no good. Something to note, both teams had 12 points in the paint. Not the way that the Pioneers wanted the first half to go. Reminder, they had 42 points in the paint in their loss to Illinois Wesleyan on Wednesday. So a little bit of a shaky start for Wheaton. I don't know if you're familiar, Xavier, with the game Oregon Trail. You ever play that in grade school?
I have never played that.
So you don't know what it's like to be a pioneer, so to speak.
I have no idea. Would you like to enlighten me?
Yeah, I actually would. On the Oregon Trail, whenever a thunderstorm came along, a lot of pioneers had trouble weathering the storm.
Wow.
But there were a select few that were resilient, that made it through, that had ultimate belief, so to say, as Jameis Winston said, unwavering faith and ultimate belief, and they made it through. Is that what we might be seeing from this Carroll Pioneers team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're not shooting the greatest. Obviously Gracious has had an incredible impact on the offensive end over the past, I guess, 6 or 7 minutes of gameplay.
Oh, she most definitely has.
100%. But this is going to be a grindy type of game for the rest of these remaining 2 quarters, or unless we see overtime or something like that. But yeah, it's going to be a grindy game.
Crazy?
Both of these teams are really going to have to be conscious with what they do with the basketball. They're going to have to limit turnovers on their own end and create some really good shot opportunities.
Oh, that looks like a travel there on Kratz. Wild Kratz. You ever watch that show, Wild Kratz, growing up on Nickelodeon? No. I think that was Nickelodeon?
I'm not familiar with Wild Kratz.
I can't remember. I might be getting my shows mixed up.
A lot of your references just go over my head at this point, man.
Hey, Richardson greases the cylinder there. Gets the scoring started for the Wheaton Thunder here in the second half.
Yeah, great baseline drive, and ultimately on defense, you expect there to be some help there. Looked like the defender was expecting some help down the baseline, didn't get any until it was too late.
Gracious. My goodness, her shot selection is just beautiful. That was a beautiful shot by Gracious there.
It was, and to be able to stay composed, obviously with Gracious, you have to deny her the basketball. You can't just let her catch it and try to play defense behind her.
Right.
But when you can have an accurate pass to the open hand of Gracious,
right,
she's able to go up and do what she's really good at, and that's stay composed and get open shots.
The Carroll defense is forcing Wheaton to move the ball a lot, not letting up any open lanes. Wheaton's going to have to find a way to beat the full court press and spread the ball around, as the shot there by Rangel is no good. Richardson on the rebound. Oliver with the ball. See what she has dialed up. Passes to Richardson. Richardson will take the long 2. Drains it.
Yeah, she's one of the better shooters in the mid-range.
Oh, most
in
definitely.
In the CCIW. kind of wondered to yourself, why didn't she just pull the three there, but steps into that one and points at the end of the day.
Looks like Kratz there will dish right into Faberowski's hand. Intercepted.
That's a beautiful play. In the realm of basketball, you always hear the term help the helper.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So Faberowski helping the helper out right there and getting a turnover.
Most definitely. Faberowski with the ball again. Trying to not get that 5-second violation. Dishes to Richardson. Richardson all the way to Kaiser. Kaiser corrals it. Oliver will try to drive. Dishes to Faberowski. Richardson will take the three. Ah, no good. Again, Carroll is forcing Wheaton to pass the ball around. See what Rangel does. She dishes out. Gracious. Nope, no good. Faberowski on the rebound. See what happens here. Looks like Johnny's going to call the travel on Faberowski.
Bit of a travel there. Just kind of got caught up with the basketball there. Maybe by rule.
Yeah.
Not technically a travel, but
hey, we play by the book, don't we?
From the looks of it, it definitely looked like a travel. That was my first instinct as well. So decent call there from the ref.
Rangel with the ball for the Pioneers. Oh, Faberowski picked the ball again.
Yeah, great defensive awareness. Obviously, she hit the three earlier in the game, but she is such a defensive mind. Plays really well. There's another turnover there from Wheaton.
Rangel corrals that one, and Wisner gets it in. And ladies and gentlemen, the Pioneers have weathered the storm, and they now lead 45-44 on top of the Thunder.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and the reason why they're able to have this lead right now is because of plays like that.
Oh, most definitely.
And that's what Carroll is trying to create with the press. And Oliver, she's got plenty of time there.
She does. She doesn't need to rush it,
right,
so to say.
Absolutely, no need to rush there. But that's the psyche of pressing and getting up and guarding full court. Kind of makes you second guess or overthink a lot of things. Or she could have just kept her dribble alive or made a solid two-hand pass under control there.
Nielsen has checked into the game for the Pioneers. There's a foul on Faberowski there. Looks like Loker will inbound the ball for the Pioneers, looking for Rangel. Rangel back to Loker. The screen by Nielsen. Trying to hit a little pick and roll. But shot by Wisner is no good. Oliver has the ball for the Thunder. And surprisingly, Carroll's backing off the full court press. Faberowski with the ball. Cato surveys to Richardson. Richardson inside to Cato. Little too strong, but Faberowski corrals it. Shot is, petering around. No good. Hey, they call it Wheaton basketball. Good eyes, Johnny. Good eyes.
Good eye. Yeah, the ball just carrying off the rim. Little tip drill action as we head into the timeout. Great response from Carroll, coming out, generating turnovers, getting some really good buckets on the inside and on the outside. On the inside and the outside. So hopefully this timeout will kind of kill some momentum for Carroll, and Wheaton can kind of catch their breath and come back out with a better game plan.
Yeah, they just need to compose themselves. Stick to the game plan. Don't make any drastic changes. Get the ball in the hands of your score makers, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. And when Wheaton has been playing composed in this game, they've seen a lot of success. And for most of this game, up until a few minutes ago, they had the lead. So they've just got to be able to take a deep breath, stay composed, understand that the press is not something that they can't beat, because they've showed that they can beat it today and generate points off of it. But they've just got to be better at taking care of the basketball, making sound passes, right?
Right.
And then ultimately, when you do break the press, go get easy shots and easy layups.
It's all about dissection. See how we can manage that. Gracious does not appear to be in the ball game for the Pioneers. Gracious went on that hot streak at the end of the first half, nailing several threes. I mentioned earlier she was getting into a sort of, let's see, how do we say this? Pyroclastic flow? It's a new word I learned the other night. Shout out to my roommate for teaching it to me. He said it's a flow of hot gas or lava, but in the context of basketball, I like to think of it as a hot flow of shots. You know, there's actually research that disproves this hot hand theory.
Wow.
When you get hot in basketball. I like to disagree with the research.
I would like to disagree as well. As a fellow former basketball player myself, the hot hand theory is
it's
not
in the
just
mind.
A theory, but it's a
confidence.
It's a fact.
I would like to agree. There are some intangibles that you just can't measure. The hot hand is one of those that you can't measure. Oliver goes to the basket and one.
It's another intangible that you can't teach. Determination, getting to the rack, a little behind the back, some contact with the left hand.
Now Xavier,
kiss off the window.
Xavier, where you and I come from, we would call that DTE. Determination, technique, and effort, so to speak, to echo one of our former football coaches.
Yeah, beautiful move and getting the lead back for Wheaton. Huge.
So Rangel with the ball for the Pioneers. Looks like Nielsen. Halverson to Nielsen. Back to Halverson. Halverson's going to take her step back. Call her James Harden on that one. She hit the little shimmy step back. Nails the three.
Yeah, she's been playing well. Beautiful shot there. That's really hard to do when your momentum is coming back. Able to get your feet set and then drill it. Beautiful shot there, and there's another turnover there.
Richardson's shot was blocked there. It was all ball. You could hear it from where we were sitting. Looks like there's a foul. Alexis Martin with the foul. It'll send Rangel to the line. See if she can wrangle down these free throws.
Yeah, and Rangel was able to come downhill there because Trumbach's feet were inside of the three-point line. You want to meet dynamic drivers like Rangel beyond the three-point line so that they don't have the confidence to be able to drive.
Yeah.
But once your feet are inside the three-point line, all it takes is one dribble to get past you. So great recognition there by Rangel.
Rangel hammers down both of her shots there. Extends the lead to 3 for this Pioneer offense, and they're coming back with the full court press. But Wheaton is navigating that pretty handily now. Oliver with the ball. Martin fakes the 3, dishes back to Oliver. Oliver looking, surveys. Keisner gets the ball, dishes to Martin. What's Martin going to do? Pass to Richardson. Richardson's pass gets intercepted and tipped by Rangel. Rangel will take the ball down the court. See what she has in store. Dishes right underneath to Nielsen, and it doesn't get easier than that. Nielsen greases the cylinder.
Yeah, Rangel pushing the break once again. Able to find.
Oh, the worst kind of shot. In and out for Richardson. No good. This lead is still at 5 for the Pioneers. Oh, no good by Rangel. Richardson gets the rebound.
Rangel's been pushing the break as of late. Here she is bringing it back up again off the errant pass, looking to get her teammates involved.
And Loker looks like a couple steps there, but hey, she was shooting the ball. Gets it down. Oliver trying to beat the press. Dishes to Martin. Martin will go up and in. Good shot by Martin there. Ends this little mini run that the Pioneers have been on.
Yeah. Great move there from Martin. Strong through contact, keeping her concentration on the rim and finishing even with some contest.
Looks like they'll call an offensive foul on Rangel there. We'll go to replay. Loker dishes down to Rangel. Rangel
Maybe
seeks the ISO.
Left arm again.
Yep. Just gets it right in there and pushes off.
Yeah, a little bit
We saw the extension. We're able to see it. Now, was it full extension?
Maybe
sure.
not.
Maybe not.
Up to interpretation, if you will.
If you will, and I do. So we'll take it. Kaiser with the ball. Oh, who are they going to? Oh! Hey! Derek saw that one. We did not. Said it went off of Trumbach.
Yeah, that's tough when your two primary ball handlers, Cato and Faborowski, on the floor right now, when they're not
handling the ball,
bringing the ball up, it's going to constitute some problems. Kaiser trying to make a decision there, and that's not really what Wheaton has called her to do. Makes it tough as there's another bucket stretching this lead out.
Paul's going with the bucket there. See what Wheaton has dialed up. They're really struggling against this full court press. Trumbach gets the pass from Faborowski. Trumbach will drive. Looking. Kaiser with the ball. She'll dish out to Faborowski. Faborowski looks, dribbles. Looks to take it on Trumbach. Looks to Richardson. Richardson will take the ball. This is a Trumbach. Trumbach with the three. Low arcing shot. Didn't get it. And the tenacity by Faborowski, no good. Draws a foul. Looks like Johnny called it pushing. She's in foul trouble. Never liked that. They said it was her fourth personal.
Yeah, she's got 4. She's going to take a seat.
Take a seat. Get your composure. This game is still within reach. Rangel with the ball. Trying to ISO on Trumbach there. And I can't see who that is, but the three is no good. Looked like it was Wisner with the three.
It was.
If only we could get Johnny to step up a little bit, we'd be able to see there. But hey, it's the end of the third. Carroll leads 56-49. A strong start to the second half for Carroll. Struggled a little bit in the first half, came hot near the end, and they have continued that hot streak all the way through the third quarter. Xavier, what are we expecting to see from Wheaton? What changes do you expect Coach Madsen to make coming into the fourth quarter? Because now we're getting into crunch time.
Well, obviously, defensively, they've got to tighten up just a little bit. They, in the first half, definitely did really a terrific job of staying in front. I feel like in this third quarter, they've allowed Rangel some extra breathing room that they didn't in the first half.
Yeah.
So we'll see how defensively they're going to really just adjust and elevate themselves. But also on the offensive end, they just got to understand that Carroll is cranking up the heat, but you've got to stay composed. And that's been the difference right now. Carroll has absolutely anteed up their defensive intensity.
Right.
That has been something that has been the difference maker as of right now. So obviously Wheaton's got some digging to do, but still a close game.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Madsen, I'm saying, look, we have the plan. We just need the platform.
We just need the platform, right.
Right. So it's all about execution at this point. Can they execute the plan? What that plan is, we will soon find out. Carroll with the ball. Wisner takes it. Dishes to Grecius, who is back in the game. That's Halverson. Halverson dishes to Rangel. Rangel will take it down low. The shot blocked by Oliver. Rebounded again. Halverson with the ball. Hey, there's a shot clock violation. Thunder ball.
Yeah, some close calls there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Looked like on that baseline drive from Rangel, looked like it was going to be a guaranteed 2 points. Goodness. But
hey, you know what they say in athletics? You know what they say? Nothing is given. Everything is earned.
Everything.
A mantra that can't be repeated enough. Little too much air on that one by Cato. Grecius gets the rebound, dishes to Rangel. Rangel will take the ball up the court. Rangel with the mid-range, in and out. Got a couple of those tonight. Oliver gets the rebound. Richardson with the ball now. See what she does. Doesn't need to take it all back. And with her specialty mid-range, hammers it down, puts this game within 5 points.
That beautiful shot. Just a little 2-on-2 fast break. Didn't have anything crazy going on, but she stayed composed. Got her feet underneath her and just took the easy shot. Even with a bit of a contest in front of her hand, she gets it to fall.
That puts Richardson at 21 points. I would like to mention Richardson does have a double-double.
Yeah, she's been stellar, not only just this season or in the past few games, but
her whole career.
Her entire career here.
And we've been fortunate enough to watch her, take charge of this team. Stepping in freshman year for Annie Tate when she went down with injury, playing a big role. And she continued to have that presence about her. And she's just blossomed into this great basketball player that we see in front of us today. Obviously leading scorer, leading rebounder. She has the leading three-point percentage on the team. The team goes as she goes.
Absolutely. She's a great player. No secret to that.
No, none at all.
She's going to need to play really, really well, especially on the offensive end. And
she might have to do her best impression of Greg Jennings and put her team on her back. For those of you who understand that reference, looks like a foul there.
Yeah, an offensive foul. It looks like some extracurriculars. Kate Oliver down low, trying to make that entry pass once again. Kate Oliver doing a great job of getting her body positioned in between the ball and Grecius there.
So Wheaton will inbound the ball. Keisner to inbound. Foul on 10, exclaims Johnny. That's on Barger. Johnny was a little adamant with that call. We heard him all the way down here.
Yeah, quite a bit. Animated is he.
Animated, yes. The correct word.
Yes. Great skip.
There we go. Fabrowski with the ball. Dishes to Trumbach. Trumbach surveys, tries to go inside to Cato, but the errant pass picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser drives to the basket. Put a little English on it.
Yeah, she doesn't get enough recognition, especially for her ability to drive and to create on the offensive end. That time could have put up the three, a contested
but she didn't
one,
need to.
But she didn't. Stayed composed. Drove to the lane, put it up with the left.
Oh, goodness gracious. The three ball, deadly from Grecius.
You just couldn't wait to say that, huh?
Oh, I could not. I've been holding that one in for a while. Trumbach with the ball, dishes to Cato. Cato surveys the field. Richardson to Kaiser. Kaiser. Oh, the shot is blocked there. Grecius will take it. Dishes to Rangel. Rangel, he takes the ball up the court. What will she do now? It's a 6-point ball game. Grecius not able to grease the cylinder on that one. But they get their own rebound. Rangel with the ball. See what happens. Loker. Dishes to Nielsen. Nielsen looking. Rangel, top of the key. The shot clock is ticking down. 3, 2. Has to put up a shot. Didn't realize that nobody was counting down from their bench. Usually you see that. Usually you see a little indication, hey, the shot clock might be getting low, a little 4 or 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And
nothing that time.
Great defensive possession there from Trumbach. Annika Richardson coming up to her afterwards and congratulating her because Rangel is definitely very hard to guard. She'll take a seat and then come back in the waning moments of this game as Petalburg checks in. But so it'll be interesting if there was any specific time for Wheaton to go on a run, it would be now.
Foul on Loker. Yep, Loker. Oh, she hooks the arm of Fabrowski there.
Yeah, hooking the arm and then also maybe a little nudge, a little body contact there. A lot of contact.
It's a physical game. People don't realize that.
100%.
A lot of elbows, a lot of toes, but also you can hit the deck sometimes pretty hard.
Yeah, you got to be tough.
Richardson frustrated a little bit with that pass, but says, hey, it's all right.
Yeah,
keep on playing.
She actually made the gesture of maybe a bounce pass, like if Trumbach could have reached around and maybe made a bounce pass there. But we saw that earlier with some miscommunication from the Pioneers.
Looks like a foul on Caddo. A little physicality, reach around.
Yeah, Caddo just saw the ball late and trying to get to the spot. And you don't know where the ball is going to be or when it's going to be there. It's kind of tough. And there's another foul off the inbound set.
Right off rip. Second team foul only though, so they're in the clear. Paulsville gets her first free throw. She's been decent from the line so far this year, shooting 69%. Very nice. And misses that one. Trumbach with the rebound. Looking. Oliver comes up with it. Oliver with the ball. Looks, dishes to Caddo. Caddo surveys. Caddo dishes to Richardson. Richardson to Faborowski. Faborowski looks. Finds Oliver. Oliver looking for the lane. Gonna go for the shot, and it's good. That's exactly what we expect out of Oliver right there. It's about drive, it's about power. She stayed hungry and she came down with that one.
Yeah, it was a beautiful move. Drawing the contact and also initiating the contact with the left side of her body, and then just having the control to be able to finish through that contact.
And she grabs the rebound there.
Yeah, pretty good look for the Pioneers, just couldn't get it to fall.
Could not. So Oliver dishes to Faborowski. Faborowski will look, see where she decides to go. Faborowski dishes to Oliver. Oliver surveys, looks to take it down low. Shot is no good, but will they call the foul on the shot? Looks that way. Oliver will head to the charity stripe for 2 shots.
I was gonna say, it looked like on that first attempt, there was quite a bit of contact there for a foul, but she stays with it.
She doesn't get phased.
The second time. Absolutely, and with 4.5 minutes left to go, you're down 5. This is still really...
It's manageable.
It's still manageable. So, obviously, are gonna have to take care of the ball. They've been getting some pretty good shots. Obviously, are gonna have to take some more high-quality shots and get the ball to Richardson and to Kate Oliver as much as you possibly can. They're both in double digits right now with 21 and with 15. So we'll see how that goes. But if you're Carroll right now, you've got to be able to sit down and defend. Obviously, you want to crank the heat up, but obviously you don't want to continue to foul, which is something that we've seen because that'll just send Wheaton to the line.
And Wheaton's been pretty good from the line so far tonight, shooting 88% from the line. On the other hand, Carroll 80%, so comparatively less, but not bad. It's interesting to see Coach Matson's decision to bring Faborowski back out, considering she's in foul trouble, and we have just under 5 minutes left. Don't want her to get a foul because she's the primary ball handler. She's who we trust, or who Coach Matson trusts, going down the court with the ball. Yeah, he's got to maintain an air of neutrality here.
Yeah, she might be in the game maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes too early, but at the end of the day, he's making his decision, and we're better for it for when she's on the court. So this will be interesting.
Oliver drains her first free throw.
It'll be interesting to see who Faborowski guards. That will be something to look out for as we head into these final moments.
Second free throw, no good, but Kaiser gets the rebound. Faborowski will shoot the 3 ball off the mark, but Caddo impressively rescues it, but Grecius comes up with it. Oh, but the errant pass is intercepted again by Faborowski. Richardson wide open, no good. Faborowski tracks down the ball, unable to get it. Some people were looking for a foul. Rangel comes up with it. I couldn't see there. Johnny was in my way. Johnny, could you move a little bit, man? I'm trying to see the game here. Nielsen, I believe, with the ball. Sorry, that was Halverson with the ball.
Yeah, Halverson with a few buckets today. Again, denying her the entry pass, but when there's no help side over top, it's going to be an easy finish. That's what you saw there.
Fabrowski dishes to Kaiser. Kaiser looking. You don't need to get all of this back in one blow. You can take your time. You've still got time. Fabrowski will try another 3-ball. No good. But Caddo gets the rebound. Dishes to Fabrowski. Fabrowski will look to Richardson, who looks to Kaiser. Kaiser surveys. Richardson underneath to Fabrowski. Fabrowski is trying to find a shot. That's Oliver with the shot, and it's good. Had to do a little bit of contortionist movement there to get behind Cody, the referee, but hey, Oliver nails the bucket.
Yeah, she's got one of the best dribble pull-ups in the game right now.
She said, how you pull up? She said, like this. Drains the basket. The shot no good there. It's gonna be a foul.
Yeah, another foul on Grecius. Maybe a little bit of a shove, a little push off there on the box out. Richardson doing a great job. It's so easy when the shot goes up to just be looking up into the rafters. But Richardson being proactive and getting a body on the taller Grecius.
Wilson Richardson.
The boards there.
Wilson Richardson to the line. Nice little 1-and-1. See if she can. Hammers the first one. She'll stay at the charity stripe. Try to bring it back and reach. Hey, there you go. She hammers both shots. 2-point ball game. Now this is where things start to get really interesting.
Really interesting. Grecius checking out of the game. So we'll see if Rangel tries to take matters into her own hands.
Halverson with the ball. Gives it to Rangel. Rangel looking. Rangel still looking. She dishes to Barger. Barger dishes to Halverson. Halverson to Nielsen in the corner. Nielsen back to, oh, that's Halverson. Gets it going from underneath.
Yeah, that's a really good bucket. Honestly, they drew up a set for Rangel to get downhill as there's another turnover there. That stalled out, but they were able to keep their composure and get a good bucket late in the shot clock. Can't have turnovers like that, though, if you're Wheaton down right now inside of 2 minutes.
Wheaton has 22 turnovers. Carroll has 18. If my math is right, A squared plus B squared equals the hypotenuse. 40 total turnovers. Make that 41. So we'll have a little timeout here, see what Wheaton decides to do. Coach Schultz for Carroll has called the timeout.
Yeah, and there's some angry fans behind us that were upset that Carroll didn't completely have possession of the basketball, which you could definitely make a case for. But this is a chance to reset. 8 seconds left up on the shot clock. So Carroll's gonna have to draw up something quickly here. And that's good for Wheaton's part because it doesn't waste as much time off of the clock.
It doesn't. Carroll might have one shot, one opportunity. Just sees everything they ever.
Sees everything you ever wanted. One moment.
They might go for it. And they might let it slip. You never know. The famous Eminem once said that to me, not directly, but through song. But I like to believe it holds true here. Is this going to be the shot that separates them and propels them to victory? Is it going to be the shot that they miss that gives Wheaton a chance?
Yeah, this is a really big possession because right now it's a 2-possession game. If Carroll gets a bucket, whether it's a 2 or whether it's a 3,
it separates them that much more.
Yeah, it separates them by 3 possessions, and with the time left up on the clock, and with how Carroll has been dwindling the clock down late into the shot clock.
But it's not only Carroll that's been dwindling down the clock, as you say, but they've been forcing Wheaton to use a lot of the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen several times it's gone down to the wire. Looks like they seized the moment. Rangel got the shot and then aired pass. Rangel comes up with it. Wrangles that loose ball, if you will. This game is getting a little out of reach for the Thunder, but hey, it's only 6 points. Loker looks. Cato pokes the ball out. That's Wisner. Grecius has the ball in her hands. It's a dangerous game now. A wide open Wisner. No good. Grecius gets the rebound. Puts it back in.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate turn of events.
Less than a minute here.
Events, rather.
Fabrowski with the ball. It's an 8-point ball game. It was just a 2-point ball game a few moments ago. The time is now.
Got to get going here.
You can't afford to hold the ball. Looks like the coaches are a little exasperated on the bench. Why are you holding the ball? You got to put a shot up. See what they do. And like we said earlier, Carroll is forcing Wheaton to use the entire shot clock as Fabrowski's layup is no good. There's about a half second between the game and shot clock. Fabrowski fouls out of the ball game. She leaves with 3 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals.
Wheaton with one more foul to give before
Harkening back to our conversation on Oregon Trail. Looks like the Pioneers have weathered this storm, used their resources wisely, so to speak. The covered wagon has emerged.
Yeah, they have, and they've really responded here in the second half. There's a steal right there.
Cato puts up a 3, hammers the 3. But is it too little, too late?
I don't think it is. I think with that 3, obviously you're down 5, but
what do you do now?
That's a huge turnover and a huge shot there. Obviously, they're going to have to foul if they don't get a turnover right away, get a steal right away. But
if I'm Coach Madsen, I'm echoing the wise words once uttered by Sonic the Hedgehog. Got to go fast.
Yeah,
we have got to go fast.
Got to go fast, and you've seen crazier things.
Crazier things have happened. We're not going to deny it.
Only a 2-possession game now, and even if Carroll goes 1 for 2 on the line, it's still a 2-possession game. Obviously, you're going to have to hit 2 threes, but
who do you give the ball to? Do you put it in Richardson's hands? Do you put it in Cato's hands? If I'm Madsen, I'm saying, hey, get Richardson the ball. We said earlier she might have to do her best Greg Jennings impression and put the team on her back, though.
100%. Obviously, ideally, you would love to have it in Richardson's hands, but you don't have the luxury of time to pick and choose who gets the ball. So if 25 can get it, then great. But if not, then you just got to make do with what you got.
Not necessarily who you want to foul if you're Wheaton. That sends Grecius to the line. Again, she is 77% from the charity stripe this year. She will go 1-1. See what she does.
Two shots awarded.
Nails the first one. Pushes it to a 6-point ball game.
Got to get going if you're Wheaton right here.
And she nails the second one. It is now a 7-point ball game.
Well, that dampens the mood, don't you think?
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. This is almost the largest lead that Carroll has had. Their largest lead tonight is 8 points. Wheaton's largest lead is 11. Carroll has erased that 11-point deficit and stormed back, ironically enough, against the Thunder, and more than likely has secured this ball game. Now, I would like to note it has been a well-rounded ball game. We've seen great offense, great defense. So obviously, Carroll a little more stifling on the defense there. They've really applied the pressure to the Thunder with the full court press at times. Makes you wonder why at times they moved away from it. But they forced Wheaton to eat up a lot of clock. And then off the 20-point performance of Grecius, they've just accelerated their lead. So Wheaton will inbound the ball. It'll be Kaiser who inbounds. 15 short seconds. See what happens. Oliver, she's got to put it up. Richardson puts it up. No good. That's Halverson with the rebound. Fouled by Trumbach. Trumbach fouls out of the game. Second Lady Thunder to do so. Joins Faborowski in that category. Well, it's been an eventful evening. It has more than certainly been an interesting ball game. We have enjoyed it greatly. Looks like Carroll will maintain their tie for first place. Again, that first place is shared with the number 2 team in the country, in Illinois Wesleyan University. Should make the remaining stretch of the season very interesting. So Wheaton will fall to 500 in conference play, 6-6, 11-10 on the season. The Pioneers will improve to 10 conference wins, 10-2 in the conference, 15-6 on the season. Wheaton ending their little hot streak, but not without great effort. Carroll picks up a much-needed win after their hard-fought battle against Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, definitely a tough watch if you're a Wheaton fan, having the lead
for such a long time too. Carroll didn't have a lead until a little after the start of the third period. But ever since then, they have maintained that lead. And like you say, Xavier, it's always a game of runs. And Carroll has had more runs than the Thunder.
This is true.
Kaiser will inbound the ball, gives it to Richardson. Richardson passes, it hits Martin in the face, and that will be the ball game as Grecius dribbles it out. Grecius finishes the day with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Richardson for the Thunder led all scorers with 23 points, 12 rebounds. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Carroll Pioneers best the Wheaton Thunder 71-63. Thank you so much for joining us here in King Arena. It has been Parker Rogers and Xavier Jones signing off from WTSN.